Hello again, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well, and I hope everyone is treating themselves with kindness. I wanted to talk today about things, qualities that I have learned are incredibly important and essential, really, for people and for relationships to survive and thrive. And that is three S's and not that S. It is feeling in my mind again. This is what I've learned, and this is what I've come across, and I wanted to convey it myself. And that is someone to feel safe, to feel seen, and to feel supported. They are paramount. And again, I'm learning all of this too. This is path that I'm on, where you may have two of those things, or you may have one of those things, and hopefully not. Two things you can work towards, you can chat, you can come back from, you can put the building blocks in place, you can work on it. One thing, I don't know. I honestly don't believe I've ever been in having one of those S's rather than and missing the other two. But I realise that people are, unfortunately, or some people don't have any of those S's, and that's a horrible prospect. Yes, so I've believed that everyone wants those three S's, and everyone needs those three S's. So I believe that everyone should feel safe in themselves and in a relationship. You shouldn't feel judged or disrespected or treading on eggshells. You should feel safe to be yourself, to let yourself take a breath and actually, rather than trying to perform and be someone that you're not, you need to feel safe in that relationship, in that partnership, in that environment. Physically, mentally, you just need to feel at peace and that and comfortable. And again, I realise that unfortunately that's a situation that does people don't feel safe, and that's incredibly sad. Second one is I believe that everyone needs to feel seen. How many people, and again, I'm guilty of this myself in the past, where you kind of just go on autopilot and you don't really see that person. They can be struggling and you don't see it. You have your blinkers on and you don't see that. I mean, I do believe in communication, that person, obviously, if they are struggling, that they do need to speak up, to actually to make to reach out and to know, but for people to know that they are struggling. But at the same time, you want to be seen. Of course you do. And you don't, if you have a conversation with someone, sometimes it's not even the answers that you give, it's the fact that you've understood, you've processed it, you're truly demonstrating active listening, you're truly involved and in the moment, and seeing that person for sometimes who they really are, who rather than again who they're not to be, or who they want to be, or who they achieve to be. It's seeing that everyone wants to feel seen and heard and valued, and of course they do. Who doesn't? And it's just making sure that is constantly in your mind. That don't not to take things for granted, not to take people for granted, not to take situations for granted, to actually acknowledge the fact that people don't want to necessarily blend into the background. They want to actually feel like they have a voice. So that again is in paramount, is that people need and want to feel seen. And the third one, which links into that, is that I feel that people deserve to be supported, in whatever aspect that is. You're not there, in my mind, to save someone. If you rely on looking out for someone to save you, that's not going to happen. You need to save yourself, and you do that by supporting others. What I mean by that is the fact that you can offer advice, you can offer an ear, a lend, a listening ear. You can offer all kinds of support where you can, physically, mentally, a hug, anything, just physical, just offering that support. But it has to come from that person. So the saying of you can't lead a horse to water and make it drink, you can channel and direct and help guide people and support them, but it ultimately has to come down from them. They have to take that first step. They have to have that desire to make these changes. But to support them, just in general, support. You are a team. Again, this is what I'm learning, is that, not what I'm learning, but this is what I realize, is that you are meant to be united. Again, and if you don't feel that that's the case, then please talk about it. It's the importance of communication, is that you want to feel supported in your goals, your aspects, anything. You just for the fact that you want to know that someone's got your back. And that's what a healthy relationship needs. And if you have all of those three things, then, and always be aware of those three things and never take any of those three things for granted, those three S's, then that's, again, I feel that that's so needs to be embedded in people and in relationships. But yeah, again, there's been times over this last year when I haven't felt seen, I haven't felt supported, I haven't felt safe. So again, it's looking at those, it's knowing of you wanting those for yourself, but also appreciating that others also want and deserve those three S's themselves, for them as well. Anyway, I hope that was all okay. Please let me know in the comments. Please let me know if there's anything you'd want me to discuss or anything to talk about, and that, or if it's reaching out to people, if it's helping people, which, again, I've said this before in my videos, is that's all I'm wanting to do, is just hope that if people are going through a difficult time, that they do feel alone, or they don't feel seen, safe, or supported, but that there are people that are there out there who can help and wanting to help, and everyone deserves to have those three S's in their life. But yeah, anyway, so thank you very much if you've watched it, and I'll catch you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.